This is Paul Hardingham from paulhardingham.com, just doing a video for the record to go on YouTube and to be time stamped. This is one of my predictions for the cryptocurrencies. I'm in coinmarketcap.com. I've been buying Bitcoin and into other major alt currencies for quite some time now, several years, but a lot of people are still don't have a clue what's going on, and so I just want to make a little prediction so I can come back to this in years to come and say, look, there you go, I told you so. Just to prove that hopefully that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the alternative currencies and cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, I think, will remain huge, but I think it will be overtaken by several other cryptocurrencies. Primarily that's because Bitcoin is a fantastic invention, but it doesn't have any individual champion. Now, most businesses that become huge usually have a figurehead, a champion. So you've got your Steve Jobs, you've got your Bill Gates, and businesses like that that grow on to be huge global brands tend to be championed by individuals. Now, I'm not saying that these are businesses in one sense, and this is where there's a lot of confusion in the cryptocurrency markets. These are cryptocurrencies. Some of them are seen almost like a stockholder, a share value of a company or a concept, whereas others are literally being seen as a trading currency. So there's still a lot of issue there to be sorted out, but essentially the market capitalization, this is what I want to focus on this video. Very soon, I believe Ethereum will become bigger than Bitcoin. This is deemed almost unthinkable by a lot of people in the cryptocurrency world who say Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin was the first, it's untouchable, and so on. Well, you've only got to get another 10% rise on Ethereum and a 10% fall on Bitcoin, and Ethereum will become number one in the coin market cap charts. Once it's done that, that will wake up a lot of people to say, wow, Bitcoin doesn't have to be the one that is the king cryptocurrency. A bit like MySpace versus Facebook. MySpace was there before Facebook, but Facebook was the one that got the acceptance. Everyone knows, I say everyone, most people know that Mark Zuckerberg was the head or is the head of Facebook, but very few people know who is the head and was the head of MySpace. And that again is another illustration. So the guy who runs Ethereum, quite a high public profile. I can't remember his name at the moment. It's a Russian name anyway, so I'm not very good with Russian names. But Ethereum has that credibility. Ripple, again, great business. I predicted on this one. I was looking back at a video I did 7 months ago. At that point, it was worth 200 million. It's now worth 10 billion. So that has been a substantial rise, a 50-fold increase in the value of Ripple there. Most of these in the top 10, top 20 are very good cryptocurrencies. Some are still going to fall by the wayside. They don't have, I can't think of the word, no, I can't think of the word, but they don't have the ability to scale up, that was it. They don't have the scaling within those cryptocurrencies, and they're more or less a bet on cryptocurrencies rather than in and of themselves. So some of those will fall by the wayside, I'm pretty sure. There'll be others that we've never even heard of yet that will come into the market as the big developers really start to see the power of this, and they can come in as well. But definitely Ethereum is going to overtake Bitcoin. That is my prediction. We are Friday the 16th of June 2017. That is my prediction. It could happen very soon. When it does, I think there'll be a runaway on Ethereum as well. Bitcoin will then, people will start questioning Bitcoin a bit. We could see a fairly substantial dip on that, and then the other cryptocurrencies will gain credibility there as well. Seeing that Ethereum has managed to over-dominate Bitcoin, then we could see some of the others doing a similar thing as well. So keep your eyes open on those. BitShares I'm very keen on. They're very solid. Dash, I like Dash. They've slightly, if they get their marketing right, they could become extremely popular. Digital Cash, Dash. There's a few others in there as well. Steam I like. They need to really sort their platform out, but if they do, then Steam could also be huge. So that's just picking a few of those. Augur, Gnosis, they're both very interesting plays on the predictive market, prediction markets. I think Augur will win that one, although there's plenty of room for more in that particular market and be very big. Game credits still doing very well, 220 million. but there is some still big upside potential on those. NXT, well worth watching out on those. Economy, again, well worth looking out. And so yeah, a lot of these companies, a lot of these cryptos in the top 50 are well worth looking at, but there will be others who will just come storming up from below if they've developed a disruptive technology of way of using their cryptocurrency or the cryptocurrency itself. There's lots of things that people haven't even thought of yet, I think, where this will go. Cryptocurrencies, absolutely fascinating. So do get involved if you're still not involved. If you go to 2-go.co.uk/Coinbase, then you can register and buy some Bitcoin at Coinbase. If you use my link there, then at the moment they've got a refer a friend, so you'll get an extra $10 or £10 or €10 completely free by using my link. That's just part of their marketing promotion, just to help expand Coinbase. I've been using Coinbase for several years now. I think they're fantastic. That's certainly the current situation, so use that link. Get into Bitcoin or Ethereum through Coinbase. Once you've got that, you can go to the exchanges such as Poloniex or Bittrex and start trading your cryptocurrency from Bitcoin or Ethereum into other cryptocurrencies. And I do recommend you put some of your, take 10% of your savings, get them in cryptocurrencies, look back in a few years' time, 5-10 years' time, they could be worth an absolute fortune. So that's my tip for you there as well. So thanks for watching, and this is Paul Hardingham from paulhardingham.com.